วัสดีครับ
Even amidst the often extreme adversity of life in the world today, signs of hope can often be seen. Amidst the wars around us, peace of mind always happens when our eyes close in meditation.
Yes. Good morning everyone and welcome to Meditation for Peace, a Buddhist content program aimed to develop world peace through inner peace. The program is brought to you by the Dhammakaya Foundation, Thailand, with Chana and I, Nirupon Jantra Kunsiri, as your host.
Since values not only should be explored and understood, but also lived and experienced, for making positive things happen, people should be encouraged to meditate and apply practically Buddha's core values of giving, which help guide our daily activities. And as usual, we will begin our program with the meditation workshop with the Most Venerable Luangพ่อ Thammashayo, the abbot of Wat Phra Thammakaya.
And to ensure effective session, all of your thoughts should be put aside and the body should be completely relaxed. When you are ready, we will close our eyes and go towards our center together.
ต่อจากนี้ไปตั้งใจให้แน่แน่วมุ่งตรงถนทางพระนิพพานกันทุกคนนะลูกนะให้นั่งขัดสมาธิโดยเอาขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายให้นิ้วชี้ของมือข้างขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายหลับตาของเราเบาๆค่อนลูกพอสบายคล้ายๆกับตอนที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะแล้วก็ทำใจของเราให้เบิกบานให้แจ่มชื่นให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ผ่องใสไร้กังวลในทุกสิ่งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องอะไรก็ตามให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางทำใจให้ว่างๆนิ่งอย่างสบายๆต้องสบายนะลูกนะอย่าทิ้งคำนี้นะถ้านิ่งอย่างลำบากรู้สึกอึดอัดคับแคบไม่มีความสุขมันไม่สบายเลยทั้งร่างกายและจิตใจไม่ใช่แล้วอย่าดันทุลังดำต่อให้ค่อยๆผ่อนมากคลี่คลายระบบประสาทกล้ามเนื้อค่อยๆ คลายพอเรานึกคลายจิตมันก็จะคลายตัวพอคลายตัวก็สู่ภาวะโล่งๆว่างๆนิ่งใหม่ก็ต้องฝึกกันอย่างนี้แหละฝึกให้ได้และเดี๋ยวเราก็เห็นดวงใสๆมันจะสว่างนั่งแล้วหลับตาแล้วมันไม่มืดเห็นดวงใสๆแล้วก็ดูไปเรื่อยๆนิ่งถูกส่วนมันจะขยายแล้วก็เราก็จะถูกดึงดูดเข้าไปข้างในทั้งดึงทั้งดูดเลยเหมือนมีแม่เหล็กยักษ์อยู่ข้างในนะเป็นแม่เหล็กโลกดูดเข้าไปบางคนก็ตกใจหวาดเสียวว่าไม่รู้มันอะไรไม่เคยเจอต้องตามใจนะลูกนะอย่าไปฝืนใจอย่าไปฝืนความรู้สึกอย่างนั้นปล่อยไปทำเฉยๆเนี่ยปล่อยคือทำเฉยๆไม่ใช่ดันนะจำนะลูกนะต้องจำนะคือทำเฉยๆเนี่ย เฉยอย่างเดียวแล้วมันจะเป็นของมันไปเองเห็นไหมเจ้าว่าการศึกษาความรู้ภายในเนี่ยมันไม่ได้ยากหรอกถ้าเรารู้จักเข้าใจแล้วก็วางใจเป็นรู้ขั้นตอนของประสบการณ์ภายในเดี๋ยวเราจะทำได้ทำเป็นกันทุกคนนั่นแหละแต่ก่อนอื่นลูกจะต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นในตัวเองว่าคนอย่างเราเนี่ยทำได้ขอให้รู้วิธีการนั้นแหละที่ถูกต้องเดี๋ยวเราจะทำให้มันถูกต้องและเราก็ทำได้ต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นตรงนี้ก่อนนะลูกนะอย่าไปมัวสงสัยลังเลว่าเราจะทำได้ไหมนะคนอย่างเราคนอย่างเรานี่กิเลสหนาปัญญาหยาบเนี่ยผ่านชีวิตมาก็หมองมาซะทั้งเยอะจะทำได้ไหมนะเลิกคิดนะลูกนะความคิดชนิดนี้อย่าให้มีในลูกพระราชอย่าให้มีในนักเรียนอนุบาลฝันในฝันวิทยาถ้าเราไม่มั่นใจในตัวเราแล้วเนี่ยเราจะไปทำอะไรได้หลับตาอ้าปากตักอาหารเรามั่นใจยังตักเข้าปากได้เลยนะหลับตาเนี่ยเอานิ้วจิ้มดูจมูกเรายังจิ้มได้ยังถูกต้องนะเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็ต้องมั่นใจว่าเราต้องทำได้เพราะเรารู้วิธีการแล้วเนี่ยซึ่งก็บอกไปหมดแล้วไม่ได้มีอะไรปิดบังเลยเนี่ยเราก็ต้องฝึกฝนฝึกไปเรื่อยๆต้องรักอย่างหลงไหลนะฝึกไปนั่งฝึกยืนฝึกเดินฝึกนอนฝึกมีเวลาว่างเป็นฝึกไปเพราะนี่คือวิชาของชีวิตนะลูกนะวิชาที่สำคัญที่สุดของชีวิตเราจะเรียนจบด็อกเตอร์กี่คะแนนก็แล้วแต่มันก็เป็นไปเพื่อให้ได้ปัจจัยสี่มาหรือให้ได้รับความยกย่องนับถือเชื่อถือเป็นเครดิตในทางสังคมเท่านั้นแหละแต่เวลาใกล้จะละโลกนะมันเอามาช่วยชีวิตไม่ได้นะที่จะไปสู่ปรโลกนะลูกนะสิ่งที่เรากำลังเรียนรู้นี่แหละเรื่องหยุดเรื่องนิ่งนี่แหละจะเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดเป็นวิชาของชีวิตที่แท้จริงเพราะฉะนั้นต้องขยันฝึกฝนอยู่ในห้องน้ำก็ฝึกได้จะขับถ่ายก็ฝึกได้ไม่บาปฝึกบนโถนั่นแหละจะล้างหน้าแปรงฟันแล้วก็ฝึกได้จะอาบน้ำอาบท่าก็ฝึกได้ล้างถ้วยล้างจานล้างชามปัดกวาดบ้านฝึกได้ตรงไหนเราก็ฝึกได้นั่งนอนยืนเดินเพราะเรารู้หลักอยู่แล้วเนี่ยสติสบายสม่ำเสมอหยุดเป็นตัวสำเร็จวางเบาๆใจสบายๆเห็นไหมจ๊ะเรารู้หลักวิชากันแล้วไม่ใช่ว่าเราไม่เรียนรู้นะจะนึกเป็นภาพก็ได้หรือจะไม่นึกเป็นภาพเป็นดวงก็ได้องค์พระก็ได้หลวงปู่คุณยายก็ได้ผลหมากรากไม้เพชรนินจินดาได้ทั้งนั้นยกเว้นภาพที่นึกแล้วใจตกต่ำแต่ถ้านึกแล้วใจสูงส่งบริสุทธิ์นึกได้มีสิ่งที่ดีๆอีกเยอะนับไม่ถ้วนอย่างเมื่อเราได้เข้าถึง พระรัตนตรัยในตัวนั่งให้ดีนะลูกนะใครเหนื่อยใครง่วงใครเพลียใครนั่งแล้วตึงก็ปล่อยให้มันหลับไปในกลางพอสดชื่นแล้วก็ตื่นมาทำใหม่ใครเมื่อยก็ขยับฟุ้งก็ลืมตาแล้วก็ว่ากันใหม่ให้ลูกทุกคนสมหวังดังใจในการเข้าถึงพระรัตนตรัยในตัวทุกคนนะลูกนะต่างคนต่างนั่งกันไปเงียบๆนะจ๊ะ
Welcome back. I hope you had good experiences in meditation. Insight meditation of mindfulness is nothing but the repetition of one's observation these characteristics of physical and mental events. One attains higher level of knowledge of insight meditation through repetition.
And there is an English proverb, practice makes perfect.
That's right. And if we follow the perfect one in his teaching, that we help shorten our journey. In the next part of Meditation for Peace, we bring to you the Dhamma talk on the application to daily life of Abhidhamma, which is the higher teaching of Lord Buddha by a well-known Buddhist scholar.
And he is His Excellency U Mai Tan, who is the founder and pro-rector of the International Institute of Abhidhamma of Myanmar. Our good friend Ms. Jantipawa Nishagun or Kunjun will be your moderator for the next interview episode. Please stay tuned.
If we will print out those questions in book form, the volumes containing all possible Patthana questions will run into 33.74 million.
Mm-hmm.
So
wow,
it is
that's a lot.
a lot and amazing. And if we use the same method and estimate the number of the answers to those questions, then we will arrive at the figure of, estimated figure of 7.54 million.
Mm-hmm.
So altogether, questions and answers, if we will print out in book form of all questions and answers, the estimated number of volumes of Patthana, all Patthana books, will be 41.28 million.
41.28.
41.28 million.
Wow, that's a lot. It's very detailed.
Yes, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why the Patthana is known as the ocean of methods.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean of methods. Because Lord Buddha employs the myriads of methods to expound the realities by using the 24 conditional relations. This is about the quantitative aspect.
Okay.
And what is more astounding is the subject matter.
Okay.
Subject matter is very deep, very profound. And I should like to illustrate the profundity of the subject matter of Patthana by the example of the process of mental events, VT. VT means process of mental events, because the mental events are taking place not in a disorderly manner. The mental events are taking place in specific sequential order. So Lord Buddha expounds in what sequential order mental events are taking place. So let us take an example of the process of mental events at the eye door. At the eye door, when we see something. First of all, the continuum Pawenga. There's the preceding continuum, and that is followed by the vibration of continuum, and thereafter there will be the arresting of continuum. Continuum is arrested, and then there will appear the five-door adverting consciousness. That will be followed by receiving consciousness. That will be followed by inquiring consciousness. And that will be followed by the determining consciousness. Thereafter, there appear the impulsions, what we call the impulsions, jhana. The impulsions can be either moral or immoral. If you, for example, if you see the pagoda, and if you admire the pagoda, yes, that will be the moral consciousness. Moral kusala impulsions, 7 times. And if you come across someone whom you do not like, so you may feel angry. So in that case, your impulsion will be immoral one, okay, akusala. Mm-hmm. So those 7 impulsions are followed by 2 registering consciousnesses. Mm-hmm. Those 2 registering consciousnesses are like enjoying the dessert after the grand dinner. You just register, review and register. Yes, review and register the taste of the impulsions. And thereafter, there will be the continuum. So this process is one process of mental events. These processes happen many times, actually hundreds and hundreds of times within a second. According to Lord Buddha, by using his omniscience, he can analyze that there are actually more than 1 trillion mental events within the snapping of fingers, within 1 second. So you just imagine.
Things in your mind.
Yes, mental events.
Wow.
You just imagine. The mental events, they run so fast. Even so, Lord Buddha is able to identify each consciousness, analyze the composition and interrelationship between these consciousnesses. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Nobody has done it before, and nobody has will be able to do it after Lord Buddha. That's why we will say that Lord Buddha is without rival.
Okay, and what you're saying is like Abhidhamma is a teaching to teach you about your mind, to know your mind, you know your consciousness, mm-hmm, right?
Yes.
And when you know your consciousness, you'll be able to act properly. Is that
yes,
right?
Yes. But Lord Buddha also expounds about matter.
And the matter too.
Matter too, and Nibbana. Actually, Lord Buddha's analysis in Abhidhamma Pitaka, yes, covers the whole universe. It is about yourself and about the whole universe.
Okay. But you can
So
just give us
detailed.
example, just a little bit of example about the universe.
For instance, he expounds the cycle of rebirth,
okay,
of all animals. Mm-hmm. And with regard to the analysis of matter, I just will give you one example.
yes,
He expounds the 4 primaries. 4 primaries. 4 primaries are Patawi, element of mass, Abo. Abo is element of density. Then Tezo. Tezo is element of heat. And Vayo is element of energy. So mass, density, heat, and energy. Those are the primaries, fundamental elements of matter. Whatever happens depends very much on these primaries. And you will notice that about 2,500 years later, Einstein discovered that energy, mass can be converted into energy. And Lord Buddha already expounds in the book of Patana. Those four primaries are mutually related by the condition of mutuality. That means they are interconvertible. One can change into another. So he has expounded this about 2,600 years ago.
Yeah, and I didn't know about the Lord Buddha teaching before.
No. But Lord Buddha has already expounded.
Yes.
And as you know now, how universe appear and disappear depends very much on mass, density, heat, and energy. For instance, black holes means they are the elements of density. So these are the all the basic concepts of how the universe arises and how they disappeared. So he has explained in Patana. It's very comprehensive.
Yeah.
For this reason, I say that Abhidhamma is about the universe and about yourself.
Okay. And because I just listened to you, actually, ladies and gentlemen, we're still in the interview episode of the Meditation for Peace in Abhidhamma. Okay. And just now you mentioned, earlier you mentioned about the long distance teaching, long distance program,
Yes.
right? And I know for the Western world, in the Asian world, the thinking is different. Because the Western world, they don't believe in rebirth, right? But we do in Asia, we do believe in the rebirth. We do believe in the law of karma, right? Do you find any difficulties in the teaching to spread the teaching of the Lord Buddha to the other world?
So far, our teachings have proved to be quite effective.
Yes.
Even now, I think a number of foreigners, they are attending our classes.
Yes.
Foreigners like from France, the United States of America, from Denmark, Germany, and from Southeast Asian countries, of course.
You have the students worldwide from everywhere over the world.
Yes, yes. So we explain to them about the cycle of rebirth, which is, of course, represented by the dependent origination, Parisa Samopada. I explain to them how this Parisa Samopada operates. And I believe that I was able to convince them.
Okay, but maybe
in the
at
previous
first,
years.
maybe many questions from them because they don't
Yes,
understand. Is
yes.
that right?
Of course, the Westerners, they always pose a lot of questions. But one thing that is, unique about our university is that in the past, the Buddhist scholars in Myanmar, they use mainly the traditional approach. That means the recitation. Yeah? You recite the Pali, and then you recite the commentary.
Okay.
That is basically the method of teaching of Abhidhamma. At our university, we have made innovations. We base on this traditional approach teaching. We have taken advantage of the traditional teaching as well.
Okay.
But we place the emphasis on the modern teaching. Modern teaching means not recitation. We always try to explain the fundamental concepts and fundamental principles.
Yes.
I have the feeling that the foreigners like this approach, modern approach.
Modern
So,
approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
By using this modern approach, we can explain the dependent origination in a convincing manner.
Okay.
so far the foreigners, they seem to be satisfied.
Okay. Yeah, maybe because the original one maybe is too much complicated for them at the first time, at the beginning. But
Yes.
later, when they learn more and more, they will be understand the original teaching. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is what to hear from is like they have the Buddhist Tipika in Buddhist Tipika in many places all over the world, right? And what you think that for the Lord Buddha teaching was maybe in so many countries, right? You have any idea where all these original teaching will be?
Original teachings?
Yeah, of the Lord Buddha,
Yes.
because after Lord Buddha passed away, right, it went to Nirvana. Probably that time that I heard, my understanding was nobody was written down, but the people, the followers of the Lord Buddha will take it from the remember of the Lord Buddha teaching.
Yes.
It you think is it might be lost somewhere, right, of the Lord Buddha teaching. Right, and you think all this teaching will be anywhere over the world, in any country?
No, I don't think so. I think that you're right. When Lord Buddha entered Nirvana,
Yes.
his disciples tried to put on record
Okay.
his teachings.
Okay. Yes.
But what we actually got from them is only the abbreviated version of Lord Buddha's original teachings.
Okay, explain the
Because, for instance, the Maseka, the Phone Over Truth, Lord Buddha expounded the Phone Over Truth for 4 days. Just imagine, using question and answer. So it will run into many volumes, the verbatim record of Lord Buddha's teaching.
Okay.
But in the Pitaka itself, the discourse on the Phone Over Truth,
Okay.
although it is complete, it is only a few pages.
Okay. Which means some
Say,
missing.
4 or 5 pages.
Okay.
No, what we got is only, of course, the summary. Mainly the
yes.
summary and the brief version of what Lord Buddha taught. But nevertheless, all the essence are preserved in the text. We believe that all the essence are preserved in the text of the Tipitaka.
Okay.
So this is how we have inherited from our
Okay, but what you say
older
is just a
generations.
summary. Might should be more details bit written somewhere. What do you think?
Not likely, I don't think so.
likely.
Not likely.
Okay.
Because in those days, nobody is taking notes and, nobody were putting on record. They just commit to memory.
Umintan, do you think that the ancient of Buddhist scriptures have been places anywhere besides in Burma?
Well, we have the record of 5 Buddhist councils.
Okay, yes.
As we said earlier on, during the lifetime of Lord Buddha,
Yes.
those teachings were not put on record.
Okay.
But especially Sri Ananda, his private secretary, who has the most wonderful retentive memory.
Okay.
He was the one who placed on record most of the Lord Buddha's teachings. Those teachings have been approved by the first council of Buddhist monks.
Okay.
And thereafter, the second council, third council, fourth council, and the fifth council was a significant landmark. It was held in Myanmar in 1954.
1954.
Yes,
That is
long
what
time ago.
What that was the first, second, and the third?
The fifth.
The fifth one.
Oh, sorry, the sixth.
The
The sixth one. The sixth
Okay.
one The last one. The last one was organized in Myanmar in 1954.
1954.
Yes.
Okay.
And I do believe that these texts approved by the Sixth Buddhist Council
Okay.
are the authentic teachings of Lord Buddha.
Okay.
At least 99%.
99% you
I think that 99%.
It may be interesting to note that not only the Abhidhamma is fascinated to Asian Buddhists, but also to the Westerner mind as well.
Yes. British philosopher and essayist Francis Bacon said, "Some books are to be tasted, some to be chewed, and some to be digested." The Book of Abhidhamma is considered a book of great intellect that one should read it repeatedly and know the books all by heart.
Yes, in the next episode, we will add to our intellect the subject of meditation versus science by the lecture of Venerable Sander Kematamo. The knowledge will guide our life to the righteous path, so don't go away.
Science says that when we meditate, when people who have cancer meditate, their condition will improve. They are able to relax the mind, to accept their condition better. They don't feel they have to deny or they have to flee away from their problems. But they feel that they can accept their condition better. They have willpower to deal with their problems, to deal with their cancer, their illness. They're more actively planning their lives rather than just being passive. And actually the disease, cancer, actually regresses, actually becomes less serious. The condition becomes better. Also, people who have depression also find that meditating helps them. I have one friend who practiced meditation every day, and he used to be someone with great problems with depression. Very strong. He didn't want to eat. He didn't want to do anything. He just would be lying on his bed. But once he started to meditate, and this is his own words, his own testimonial that he gave. He said once he started to meditate, he was able to focus his mind more. He gained awareness, and his mind was not wandering that much anymore. And then he was able to overcome his problems with depression. Now he doesn't have depression anymore. He was able to overcome this by meditation. And he practices every day for many years now. Since he started about 6-7 years ago, he practices every day. And this is a friend of mine. And actually there are many cases like this, people who are able to overcome depression by meditation. Why does something passive like meditation can overcome something like depression? Because depression actually is not truly passive. A person who is depressed, actually the mind is active, but it's active in an uncontrolled fashion. It moves around very much, like a monkey jumping from one tree to another. Not only people who are depressed, actually everyone is like that, but people who are depressed, their condition might be quite serious. So when people are depressed, whatever reasons they might have for that, it brings them into a state that the mind is not still, and that the mind is all over the place all the time. It's not focused on anything. So when people meditate, they can overcome that. Because meditation helps us to still and focus the mind in a natural way. Meditation can also improve the immune system of people who have AIDS. Can make their bodily system resist the virus better. So people who have AIDS, they can actually use meditation to improve their physical condition. When they meditate, the virus will not affect them that much as it would when they wouldn't meditate. So the research about meditation sometimes has been summarized as the relaxation response. The relaxation response means that when we meditate, certain biochemical and physical changes in the body occur. For example, there are biochemicals that make us feel stressful that become less in the brain, or in the system of the body. And the heart rate becomes less. The blood pressure also becomes less, decreases. It's like the whole body responds in a positive way. So this shows that even in science, the practice of the mind has shown to have its effect on the physical health, physical condition. So when we have learned about this, we can now look at this diagram. Oh, sorry. Just forgot to mention that because of these results in scientific research, now more and more in hospitals, in cases of chronic or terminal illness, sometimes they use meditation, and this is prescribed by doctors to cope with health problems. In some hospitals, for example, I know one hospital in Antwerp in Belgium, they actually have meditation being taught to the staff at the hospital, so they can be able to overcome their problems in their work better, deal with the difficulties in their work, and gain stability, and their mind is more powerful. In this way, meditation has proven to be of great use for many people. This is what science says. Now, what do we say in the Dhamma, in Buddhism? Take a look at this diagram. The reaction of the body during the practice of meditation, which also affects the reaction of the mind. When we start to imagine an object, or focus on our breathing or whatever technique we use, in our temple we use the technique of the center of the body, but it's possible to use many techniques. The first thing that happens is that we use less energy, right? Or is there anyone who meditates using more energy? Some people, they meditate and put their right leg on their left leg, right hand on the left hand, but also to make sure they put also their right eyebrow on the left eyebrow. This is, you do not need to go to that extent. Meditation can be very simple and natural. We can find peace and happiness just being still. Right. In this way, we use less energy. When we use less energy, the metabolism rate becomes less. We find that we need less food. Okay? Some people who have meditated a lot, they need very little food. And they need, as a result, they need less oxygen. Their body doesn't need that much oxygen. And because of that, their breathing rate therefore becomes slower. Everyone who meditates, you can notice. The breathing becomes more shallow. And once the mind is very still, sometimes it's like we don't breathe. When we have an experience like that, you do not need to worry. It doesn't mean that we're going to die. Okay, no one has ever died from meditation. So when we breathe less and our breath becomes more shallow, we do not need to worry. That's natural. This means that the body is also adapting and adjusting. Then the body becomes, of course, more physically relaxed, which makes the mind relax. This is how meditation develops. When we practice like this, we gain happiness. When we find happiness, an inner light can occur in the mind. Inner light can lead us to inner peace. The mind actually becomes more still. When the mind becomes more and more still, and the impurities in the mind become less, then also the energy consumption becomes less again and again and again. So this is how we go through this rated to this place here. From inner peace, then we go through this circle. We use less energy, and then we become physically and mentally more relaxed. We gain more happiness, and then we go through this cycle all the time. And in this way, we find that we can develop the mind more and more. So meditation is a process. We can practice and develop our mind. The Buddha said that there isn't any single thing that can be made much of, can be developed so much as the mind. Even our body cannot be developed that much. Some people like to lift weights, but it's limited. You can lift weights and become stronger, but it's limited. Some people are already advancing in years. Sometimes we cannot gain that much muscle anymore. The body has its limitations, and also when we grow older, the body will become less strong. But the mind can always be developed endlessly. This is what the Buddha said. He used the word tantang, that means the mind can be developed endlessly. People who have illness or disease can therefore benefit a lot from meditation. This is a table showing people who have problems with musculoskeletal disorders, problems with their muscles or the skeleton. So people who have these diseases, they use meditation as a way to deal with the disease, to deal with their problems. For example, someone has back problems, and he starts meditating to deal with his back problems. Some people also meditate and then they get back problems from meditating. That's because you meditate in the wrong way. These are cases of, this is a research done on people above 18 years old who used alternative medicine, or what is called complementary medicine. That is, any medicine that is not prescribed by general physicians. That is, I mean, any medicine that is not in the book. Any medicine, alternative. And this is, there are many types that are researched in these studies. These studies that were done in this survey. And they found out that 45.3%, here it is, 45.3% of all people, of people who have musculoskeletal disorders, they meditate as a form of alternative medicine. That's about 1 in 2 person. That's a lot of people. So amongst people who have musculoskeletal disorders, many people use meditation. This is a general survey that was done on alternative medicine. This is not only people with an illness, this is people in general. I mean, it's not only people who have problems with the muscles or skeleton, but people in general, everyone who looks for some sort of way to improve one's health. Medicine, alternative medicine, or complementary medicine. And it turns out that this research has been done in the year 2007. Has been a survey that has been done in the year 2007. Turns out that 7.6% of the people who use alternative medicine use meditation. That is opposed to only 5% that does yoga. Yeah. So that's a lot of people. Oh, I'm sorry. In this 2007, it was 9.4%, but in 2002, it's 7.6%. Okay, so it is increasing as well. Within 5 years, it increased already. Yoga is also practiced more, but still less than meditation. So almost 1 in 10 people who look for alternative medicine as a way to deal with, as a way to improve one's health, they use meditation. That's a lot. How do we take care of the body and the mind? Normally we exercise for a strong and active body. We take good food, healthy diet for a strong body. And we take good care of our hygiene. We have a shower every day to keep the body free of perspiration and dead skin. And we sleep to rest the body and to recover. What do we do for the mind then? This is an important question. Many people take good care of the physical health, but do not take very much care of the mental health. That's why I talked today quite a long time about one's mental health. So, mental health, now that we know what mental health is, and then how we can improve our mental health, it's important to make it into a daily practice. Just like we have exercise regularly for a strong and active body, we can meditate regularly for clear thought and a sharp mind. Just like we have healthy food for a strong body, we can meditate to feed the mind and make it cheerful and powerful. Just like we have hygiene, we have a shower, we take good care of our body and make sure that it's not smelling, that it's free of sweat, all that. The same way we can take care of the mind in that way as well. By meditating, we can overcome negative emotions in the mind and make the mind not be cluttered up by thoughts and worries and concerns. Sometimes the mind, sometimes we do not really have any worries in our life. We don't have much concerns, but our mind is like it attaches to something, needs to attach to something. Some people, you can notice that when we have finished something very difficult in our lives, we feel, very relieved. Why does the mind feel relieved? You know, when we were still students and we passed our exams, we felt very relieved. Why?
Because it's done.
It's done. We feel we have no worries, no concerns.
That's right, yes.
That means that the mind, when it's free from worries and concerns, it's very happy. At that moment, it's easy to meditate. But it's not easy to meditate when we still haven't finished our exam.
No.
It might be good to meditate at that time, but it's not easy. So when we have finished our exams and the mind feels relieved, it hasn't had time yet to attach itself to something new.
Today, the lecture of Venerable Sander on meditation versus science has come to an end. Next week, you will be listening to his Dhamma talk on how meditation can cope with the problem solving.
We have come to the last part of our show entitled Enlightened Life, in which the living core values of Buddhism such as giving, sacrifice, patience, and nonviolence are shown through the religious activities initiated by the Most Venerable Luang Por Thammashayo, the abbot of Wat Pratamakai.
These living values can become a useful resource for individuals and for the collective in helping participants to actively identify ways to live their values at home, at work, at school, in the community, and in the global neighborhood. Please stay tuned.
ค่ะสำหรับโครงการอุบาสิกาแก้วครั้งนี้นะคะดิฉันมีความปลื้มใจอย่างที่สุดเพราะว่าอะไรคะอุบาสิกาแก้วก็เป็นหนึ่งใน4เสาหลักของพระพุทธศาสนาสำคัญมากเลยนะคะจะต้องมีการช่วยกันฟื้นฟูแล้วก็ยกพุทธศาสนาแล้วก็สืบทอดอายุพุทธศาสนาและกำลังหลักที่สำคัญก็คือใครล่ะคะกำลังหลักที่สำคัญก็คืออุบาสิกาแก้วนี่แหละค่ะที่จะช่วยกันในการที่จะทำนุบำรุงนะคะชักชวนคนมาปฏิบัติธรรมรักษาศีลเจริญสมาธิภาวนาเพื่อให้บ้านเมืองของเราเนี่ยมีความสงบร่มเย็นทำให้พุทธศาสนานี่เราจะเดินก้าวหน้าสืบต่อไปนะคะเป็นหลักชัยให้กับทุกๆคนในสังคมค่ะในฐานะที่เป็นพุทธศาสนิกชนนะคะพอได้รับทราบโครงการนี้นะคะมีความปลื้มใจและพร้อมที่จะร่วมงานของพระเดชพระคุณหลวงพ่ออย่างเต็มที่เลยเพราะว่าถ้าเราเนี่ยสามารถที่จะชักชวนผู้คนนะคะเข้ามาร่วมบวชอุบาสิกาแก้วนะคะเข้ามารักษาศีลนะคะหลังจากโครงการนี้เขาก็จะได้รับสิ่งดีๆกลับไปในการที่จะไปดูแลตัวเองไปดำรงชีวิตได้อย่างถูกต้องนะคะมีศีลเป็นปกตินะคะแล้วก็ได้ฟื้นฟูพระพุทธศาสนาเราอีกด้วยค่ะนะคะฉะนั้นคิดว่าโครงการนี้สำคัญจริงๆค่ะแล้วก็อยากจะเชิญชวนนะคะพี่น้องชาวสตรีเราทุกๆคนที่เป็นชาวพุทธนะคะให้เป็นชาวพุทธอย่างแท้จริงเลยค่ะเพราะว่าเราจะต้องมีการถือศีลปฏิบัติธรรมเจริญสมาธิภาวนาและจะต้องเรียนรู้วัฒนธรรมชาวพุทธด้วยเพื่อจะได้จันโรงสืบทอดพระพุทธศาสนาสืบต่อไปในเบื้องหน้าให้จนถึงลูกถึงหลานเราเลยค่ะ
คนจริงใจมีไม่เท่านี้มาบวชแต่คนดีสร้างชีวิตให้รุ่งเรืองอุบาสิกาแก้วใจแน่วต่อศาสนา
ครงการบวชอุบาสิกาแก้วนี่ก็ถือว่าเป็นการทำให้ศาสนาเจริญเพราะว่าอุบาสิกานี้ก็ถือว่าเป็นบริษัทในหนึ่งบริษัททั้งสามนั้นเพื่อจะเป็นผู้ที่จะดำรงหรือสืบอายุพระพุทธศาสนาให้เจริญรุ่งเรืองมากขึ้นเพราะฉะนั้นอาจารย์ภาพก็ให้ความร่วมมือทุกสิ่งทุกประการนะไม่ว่าจะทำโครงการอะไรก็ตามที่ทำให้ศาสนานั้นได้เจริญขึ้น
เรียนเชิญคุณสุภาพสตรีที่มีใจมุ่งตรงรักพระพุทธศาสนาอยากให้มาร่วมใจบวชอุบาสิกาแก้วนั้นได้กุศลมากมายมาเร็วมาอย่าได้รอช้าโปรดรีบตัดสินใจชวนกันมาบวชธนาบวชให้ใจสบายครองสบายแก้วดูสักครั้งปลื้มทั้งใจและกายเป็นต้นบุญต้นแบบที่ดีมีธรรมะภายในมาเร็วมาอย่าได้รอช้าโปรดรีบตัดสินใจเพราะบุญคือทุกสิ่งสำเร็จในทุกอย่างบวชเถิดอย่ารอช้าเป็นปรากฏการณ์อุบาสิกาแก้วครั้งยิ่งใหญ่พิทักษ์ศาสนา500,000 ใจฟื้นฟูศีลและทำให้กว้างไกลเร่งสร้างบุญเถิดสตรีผู้มีชัย
We hope you enjoy our show. Ultimately, when all minds are focused and stabilized on the one perishable source of peace and synchronized throughout the world, the reverberation of peace emitted from the silence will echo. Peace is declared.
The concept contained in the following presentation is that the individual of the world can and should be united for a better world. Also, Buddhism provides means and methods. That wrap up our program today.
Yes, but before leaving, let me remind our audience of the ordination of lay women or Upasika Gao. If you haven't registered for the training, please do so. It starts soon on April the 16th. So call 02-831-1234 for more information. Call now. That's it for today. Thank you for watching our program. See you again next Sunday. And meanwhile, have a great week. Goodbye. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ